Another constant project I'm on is this Bowsprit. I had to remove this boot to put the bolts on for the little bobstay cleat, and that's where the recording stopped because I was losing my patience. So the Bowsprit's now this much shorter, and Marina didn't like the fact that it looked like this at the end. Maybe a little bit too phallic, so it's now straight. So I'm just going to put a little patch of fiberglass on that and ready to paint because we can. But before I paint, I've just got to polish this piece. A few little rust marks. Probably take the rope out. Yeah, it is called a bit of rope. And yeah, slowly getting there. It's been an ongoing project for many months, but I'd like to get that sorted. I've still got to drill a 20mm hole in a piece of stainless, which I'm probably going to need help. But we'll get to that. I'm basically just trying to clear all the rust off and neaten it up before I put the screws in, sand it and paint it. Mainly just surface rust. It's not that I'm a perfectionist, it's just the shinier it is, the less rust you get. Surface rust can only get deeper, can't it? You can see there's some pitting here. So we do our best just to make it look a little bit less shit. Get a bit of that green stuff on it. And watch it all go in your eyes. Maybe I need to get the big polisher out just to buff up the last bit. It's looking better than it was.
I know that watching Stuart working on the bowsprit is riveting stuff, but what I'm about to show you is actually pretty cool. Recently I came across a video from Wind Hippie Sailing. I don't know if you've watched her before, but if you haven't, you should. She's pretty cool. It was basically my worst nightmare. She had to leave the boat for a year in the hard, and when she came back to the boat, my heart just broke watching it because it was full of water and covered in mold. Everything was ruined, spares, tools, clothes, everything. I always worry whenever we leave the boat because the mast coming in lets a little bit of water in. Just thinking, you know, that could be us. Made me think that it would actually be pretty cool if we could have ice inside the boat. And conveniently, today's sponsor, who is Real Ink, had exactly what we needed. Introducing the tiniest little security camera I have ever seen. The Real Ink Magicam. She's so cute. This thing is magnetic, so you just stick it anywhere. You don't have to drill, it doesn't need wiring, so it's a very simple install. Obviously for us, it doesn't really matter where we put it, because the boat is so small, anywhere you put it you can pretty much see the whole boat. But I thought this would be a pretty good spot. It also comes with this little support. It's got loads of angles, so you can put it however it works for you. So we could even put it in the engine room in case we want to check that everything's running smooth. It is so small that you can take it anywhere. And like all the other Real Ink cameras, you can control everything through the app. So if I go on the app right now, go to live view, I can see myself talking to you guys. Hello. It has smart detection, night vision, two-way audio.
Hey Marina, what you doing?
I'm just recording something. I'll be there in a minute.
Oh my love, I'm desperate here. I'm trying to hold 3 things at once.
It basically has all the good things, but in a very tiny portable design. One thing that concerned me when I saw it was the battery life, but with the 2 lithium batteries that come with it, it can last up to 9 months without needing a charge. I thought it was pretty impressive for the size of this little thing. Yeah. This one is probably my favorite. So if you want a simple way to keep an eye on your boat, your van, your RV, campsite, holiday home, your house, your garden, use our code. Check the link down below or use the QR code that will be showing up on the screen and get yourself a Magicam. And now back to the bowsprit work.
Okay, the name of the game is covering the end with a few layers of this. I put a bit of tape on and a bit of plastic, hoping as not to get resin everywhere. Oh, here comes Marina. Wait, I'm already spilling resin. So I think Marina needs the camera, so you're just going to have to believe me that I did the job myself. And next time you see it, it doesn't have a pointy end, it will just have an end.
Yeah, it's been... Is that a word in English? Circumcised?
Oh yeah.
Chopped it.
I don't even know what this is. It's fiberglass.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
That's it. You know, because you need to know.
How many days are you putting on?
No, 2 or 3. Always get a bit excited. It's basically like Christmas. Let's see how this epoxy job turned out. Not too bad. One little bubble there. So yeah, next thing, cut all this off and give it a sand. A pile of spider legs. Yuck. But on the whole, I think it's pretty good. It's smooth as it's going to be. Touch of filler at the top. A little hole here where I attacked it with the grinder. And then ready to paint. Shame the end's not carbon, otherwise the whole thing would just be sanded and varnished. Quite pretty.
Nice ball, babe.
Yeah, check it out.
Of course.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Now, dude. Hopefully Marina will be happy that it looks less like a and more just like a pole. And obviously we want to cover up the carbon so people don't think we're fancy. I was thinking of doing a really bad paint job on it, but Marina insists we need to do a better paint job. I thought leaving it like this would be fine. Ready for painting. No! Probably sitting down might not be the best. I've just got paint in my workshop, but that's exactly what they're for. Okay, I'll be honest. This is no good. Yeah, look at it, it's not the blue shorts. Don't judge my painting too much. It is only the first layer. It will need a rub down and a bit more love given. I think the problem is I cut in and then move on to the next area to cut in, where I should cut in and roll as quick as possible. So it's definitely going to need something, but it's getting there. See, with this sort of lighting, it doesn't look too bad. And when you're in the cockpit, it looks great. So I shouldn't overthink it, but we do. Yeah, it's looking better. So that's it, that's the final coat, possibly. We'll have a look, see how bad it looks once all the paint's run, and whether I need to sand it again. I gotta put this U-bolt in the front of the boat. I don't know how good it's gonna look, but it's to hold the low friction ring for the bobstay. I bet some of you are thinking, oh yeah, why are you doing all of that and not doing the inside? It's really simple. I want to. Sometimes when it's all doom and gloom, you just try to remember why you're doing what you're doing, and that is to go sailing. That wasn't so pleasant. It's in. How straight is it? Not too bad, not too bad. I don't know. I think that white rubber cover made it look a bit horrible, so we'll go with the plain stainless. That means I've just got to make a backing plate, which I'll do now. There's the little piece I use. Not perfectly square, but acceptable. And just give that a sand. Pretty chunky, but I need to drill 2 holes in it. So let's give that a go now. I'm inside now, in the anchor locker. I'm really surprised how thick this part of the boat is, because only a little bit's poking out of the bolts. Probably not going to cut the bolts off, because I think that's acceptable. Maybe I'll put some dome heads on just so nothing can get snagged. All I've got to do now is paint the inside of the holes with some epoxy just to make sure the fiberglass is all sealed up, and after lunch I can Sikaflex that on. Yay! Whilst I'm messing about in the anchor locker, I want to put this piece for the bitter end. Honestly don't have a good position to record from. There's the drill. This piece to hold the bitter end will be below one of the drains, but I'm sure Sikaflexed, no water's going to come through. It's going to be fine. Two holes drilled. One hot drill bit. Hot potato. Okay. How far off are they? So I've just got to paint a load of epoxy inside this drill hole. We like to do that with most of our drill holes. Give it some sort of protection, hopefully. We do over drill a lot of bits, but when it's a hole like this that's getting Sikaflexed, we just line it with a quality brush there. Right, I've just got to go outside, finish it off. I had it on photo, go. So I put the gunk on.
Safety first. As stable as you get. Beautiful sky.
Every sky's beautiful sky with me, babe.
Look how the hole shines.
It is the day after. And there's a run. But it's on the bottom side. It's okay. Pretty acceptable. Yeah. Alright, let's get the tape off, put the hardware back on. Something to do? Yeah, that'll do. Essentially, it's just going to get scratched up anyway, so why stress too much? Let's get the hardware on and take it from there. Let's get this tape off and see how much paint I've got everywhere. It's always a good thing. Have to clean it up a little bit. I got my knife. I'm 45 minutes in and I still haven't finished it. I need to maybe get a pair of tweezers just to get the tiny little bits and a plastic scraper. Marina will probably speed it all up so it looks like it took about 5 seconds, but no. Pretty much got the tape off. Now getting the hardware on. That's for the sail, the other side's for the bobstay. The bowsprit's done. Now what I really want to do is get the furler for the bowsprit cut down and the sail put on and put away. So that job's all done. So a little bit of maths involved. I have an instruction manual. Blake helped us out. He didn't really like sailing with the furler, so he was very good to us. So I'm going to go through the manual. I've got to just measure the length roughly of how long I would want the furler to be. I've measured the sail and taken it off the furler. So now it's just a case of doing a few measurements and following the instructions. It's really hot, really sunny, so I'm hiding under the boat to do this. But hiding under the boat means there's lots of can't see-ems. So I thought, well, I'll get a mosquito coil on the go and see if that has any benefit. Right now, I think it's just exciting them. Go. Oh. I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm bothered, but I really want to get this bowsprit job. Oh, come on. So we have the sail length and the stay length. Luckily, one's bigger than the other. So I'm just filling out the paperwork to do my calculations. So it says here you've got to add on for one connector, but that connector's already done. So I've just got to add on now for the bottom connector, which is a 120 mil, so 0.12. And the total length is 13.8 roughly, so it's 13.78 meters, which somehow seems a bit short. It seems shorter than the main. I might double check these measurements because the full stay length is longer than that. Or is it? I don't think it is actually. We've got a very short mast, and I think we need to cut this torsion rope at 13.8 meters. So let's dig it all out. Follow the instructions and redo this piece here. Hopefully try and get this heat shrink back down, make it all look pretty. It was hard work getting this piece off, which would make sense because basically it's the stay lock part. So now let's follow the instructions. Today I'm going to try and get the bowsprit in. The neighbour's grinding, so it's going to be a silent film.
Okay, I think it's happening. I think Stuart's going for it. It's gonna try the bowsprit and the spinnaker. Let's have a look.
So it's on.
It's attached to the bowsprit.
Yeah, now we're just going to give it a go. We've shortened this. So yeah, let's just see what happens.
Okay, let's go for it.
We'll just raise it up and take it from there. We're going for it.
Check that out. Beautiful. We've got Steve on the kite. I don't know if you can see, but the steward made a repair with some tape. And he made a little heart-shaped tape. Oh no, our pretty sail is gone. Thanks, Steve. Always up for helping out.
Yeah. Well, likewise. It's not like I haven't had a little help from the Seabirds.
What are your thoughts?
The anchor's going to be annoying.
Okay.
You know, not annoying, it's necessary. We'll just dump the anchor on the deck.
No, I don't think that's happening. So what are the problems that you figured out?
The never-ending loop gets in a knot, and the sheets get in a knot. But in a way, you'll check out your forecast before you go sailing, but then you want to be able to put it up pretty quickly. So there's got to be a system with the never-ending furler.
Well, anyone who's watching and knows, let us know.
It's on the hole. There, yeah. It's on.